Scream 1 vibes, because
Yeah.
that is what I need.
You get Scream 1 and you get Scream 7. You know,
Yes.
it's like it's all up in one. So, you know, it's fun.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the film, but I know it's going to be wonderful. I know we're keeping a tight lip on everything.
I know, they're very secretive around here.
Very, very secretive, but I'm sure it's hard secrets to keep.
Yes, it is. Because, you know, even in my own personal life, I have everyone asking me questions. They're all trying, and they act like they know, and they go, well, I heard so-and-so gets killed. And they're just waiting for me to confirm it.
Right.
And I've the same thing happens.
The blink twice if this happens.
Yeah, it's hard to sort of like keep it all, you know, a secret
yeah.
in the age of social media.
I know, and I feel like everyone does think they're right. They all think they have it figured out,
Yeah.
and then they never do. But
Or they do, but there's so many others that are wrong, you just don't know what's right.
True. Just an endless wave online. And as a lifelong Stu believer, I will say I'm so excited for the next chapter. And just bringing the legacy, just in general, you know, and
Yes.
honoring everything, having you back, and Nev, of course. How are we balancing that legacy in the new generation? And like, I really feel like we're amping it up this time.
Well, it is, and I do think there's sort of that 30-year celebration that we try to infuse the film with, and that's why we have a lot of familiar faces that return, and I do think bringing Sidney Prescott back to be the central focus point of this franchise, I think it will really give you some Scream 1 vibes and Scream 2 vibes too. We have a lot of references, a lot of little Easter eggs, but by also giving her a daughter who's the same age as she was when this all started, brings a relevance. And it brings a currency to it, and it brings a now. And surrounding her, this young Isabel May's character, who plays Tatum, the daughter, surrounding her with a brand new cast of characters is the bridge into the today. So like if you haven't seen 1 and 2, that doesn't matter. You will get it.
Go see it.
But you'll have so much more fun if you've seen 1. Hopefully most people have seen at least 1.
I feel
But you'll understand the references, and you'll get that nostalgic feel, and it has all those old. That's what we're going for. We're trying to sort of bring back the spirit of Wes Craven.
And I feel like we've seen so many different ghost faces, of course, over the years and different iterations. Do you think at the core of Scream there is an overarching villain that even is deeper than Ghostface?
Well, the overarching villain, I mean, it is sort of, the horror films, when done well, are a mirror to society. And so I guess that society would be the overarching villain in this piece, because in this franchise, because it is sort of the reckoning of all the bad things that happen. So
I've seen people argue it's Gale. So there's
Gale?
Yeah.
Oh no, I find Gale to be the hero of the piece,
Okay.
the unsung hero, the unspoken hero, the one who's just there quietly, that quiet strength that is always there. She's antagonist and protagonist. It's all in one, and that makes for a very dynamite character.
You got to have the duality.
Yeah, that duality works so well for her, and she's so good at it, and she loves it.
Is there a guiding kind of question that you had going into this one where it was like, why would we need another? Why would we need a 7?
Well, I asked myself that question, like, what can I bring to it that will set it apart and make it part 7 worthy of and I thought, and I had my ace in the hole in Neve Campbell. Once she came back, and I knew I had Sidney Prescott to tell this story, and that we were going to build this entire movie around that character and who is she today. That was sort of, that was my answer, and that also brought an emotional currency to the film, and I think there's a lot of heart in this one, which I think is surprising, and in a way in which horror movies, this franchise, definitely has heart. But if you really love the first film and you crave sort of some of those vibes, I think you'll feel those by watching this movie, because Neve Campbell brings it in spades. She's spectacular.
I love that. I can't wait for Scream 1 vibes, because that is what I need.
You get Scream 1 and you get Scream 7.
Yes.
It's like it's all up in one. So, it's fun.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah.